I say bounce that shit like whoa. Yeah, bounce that shit like whoa. This is not a fairy tale, I already know how you like it. Take you to the mall and get you a new outfit. Girl, that's just some child's play. Bounce that shit like whoa.
For this recipe, this is everything you'll need. So starting out, I'm just going to go ahead and slice my avocado open. I'm sure we all know how to open an avocado by now. But if you don't, just take a look at how I'm doing it. I'm kind of messing up a bit, but you get the point. Okay, to all of my sunshines that have been following me on this journey, you all know I have been sticking to the slow carb diet. The slow carb diet, it isn't really hard to stick to, but it's a little bit boring, and I love to cook. So I'm going to switch things up, and I'm going to go and I'm going to try keto, okay? So all of these videos are keto, lazy keto. There is a cheat meal here, and I'll announce it before it comes up. But do not come and cut my neck off, okay? But yeah, I'm switching over to lazy keto for now. And let's just see how many pounds we'll shed with this, okay? So enjoy the video. In here, I'm just trying to get my avocado slices to come out really nice and neat. Comment down below if you can never get avocado. Man, I cannot talk. Comment down below if you can never get your avocado to slice well. Like, I can slice it so good while it's in the avocado shell. But once it's out, it's like, damn, what happened? Comment down below. Let me know if you struggle with this too. Now, this tahini that I'm using is so good with avocado. If you've never tried it, go get you some tahini. I believe they sell it at every store. I got mine from Walmart. Don't know. Even the dollar store, I think, sell it. It is so good. If you love avocado, go get you some, okay? Go and get it. And this lemon juice, if I don't have regular lemons, it works just as good. Put your little lemon on there, put that top on there, put that thing in the fridge, and yes. Okay, so now put that thing to the side. Let's go ahead and take that butter. Go ahead and melt it in that pan. Add that good old spinach. Yes, let it cook so it can just cook down real nice and good. And I'm adding a lot of spinach just because I'm making some extra for someone else. So, yes, one thing I love about keto is the butter. Yes, I know it's bad, but hey, let that cook down. While let that cook down, I'm going to go ahead and take my brown eggs. I'm not really a big egg eater, but when I do eat them, they have to be the brown eggs, okay? I cannot take the white ones. They my stomach up, okay? They mess it all the way up. So I'm just going to add my pink Himalayan salt. This seasoned pepper, I can't remember where I got it from, but it is so good. If you find it, use it. And yeah, I should have added a little more Himalayan salt to that. These eggs, because they turn out a little nasty. But hey, that's a different story for a different day. Well, I shouldn't say nasty, just a little, need a little more salt, a little more flavor. I love flavor. So yes, while this spinach is go ahead and cooking down, I'm going to go ahead and add my thyme. Y'all, I love cooking with herbs. Everybody should. I encourage it. I'm going to add a little more of that seasoned pepper because I love that too. It's so good, okay? Season your spinach, babies. Seasoned it. Now, y'all see how much spinach play and how much all that spinach, and you see how I cook down so low, but yeah. Okay, so the reason why I have this little bit of spinach is because I told you I was going to split it in half, and this is all I had to work with. So you just want to pour your eggs over your cooked spinach. Add you a little bit of butter to that thing, and just give it a little mix. So while my breakfast is on chill, really not because it's eggs. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and pop in my coffee and my Keurig, let that pour down. Listen, keto people, don't come for me because any diet I have ever did, lifestyle change I have ever done, I've always used my creamer, my same creamer, no sugar, but I have always used my creamer and I still lose weight. So please do not come for me, okay? All right. Look at this beautiful breakfast. I'm sorry for the paper plates, and yeah, I don't know how to plate, but let's get into this breakfast. It was so good. Okay, so starting out, of course, we're gonna start out with butter. Always using butter. Oh my God, don't kill me. Now I'm just gonna add those pretty veggies. These are some chopped bell peppers, green, red, and onions. Give that thing a stir and let it marinate and just cook in. Just want to make sure you cook this on a medium to low heat. And while we go ahead and let that cook down, I'm gonna go ahead and take my eggs. Here, I'm only using 1 can of salmon, so do not make the mistake I did and use 2 eggs. For 1 can of salmon, you only need 1 egg. I don't know what in the egg crazy I was thinking, but yeah. So here I'm going to add some dry parsley. Yes, like I said, using herbs. I don't believe parsley gives anything a taste. I just like to use it because it's a herb, okay? I like to make pretty, and I like it in my food, okay? Pink Himalayan salt. I do not use regular salt. Pink Himalayan salt is the salt, okay? Then we're going to add some thyme. Oh, I love thyme. Oh, I love thyme. Then we're going to use a little Creole. Everything seafood needs some Creole. I'm a pescatarian, which means I eat seafood all the time, so I'm forever adding Creole. Okay. Then we're going to go in with a little bit of Old Bay. You can have seafood without Old Bay. I don't use much of Old Bay because I love Creole so much. I use Creole so much, so yeah. Then we're going to go in with Goya. Now, I know the controversy behind Goya. I just got to find me a good replacement because when you use chicken flavored seasoning inside of seafood, it's the best thing. Like, oh my God. Then I'm going to use some of that seasoned pepper that you see me use for my other breakfast. Then this thing here, another Goya. But this is green sauce. Usually you can make this from scratch. I just did not feel like making it from scratch. But yeah, it is so yum. Just mixing all of these flavors together. And I'm going to add a little bit of lemon. This is absolutely the key. The topper offer. Now, what in the hell is a topper offer? Oh my God, please don't pay these, whatever, the language, I don't know, please don't pay any attention. So now what we're going to do is take a little bit of mayo, mix this bad boy together, and y'all, when I mixed it together, I was so upset because it was like a little loose. But that is because you only need 1 egg. Duh, shine. You only need 1 egg, not 2. So remember, 1 can, 1 egg, okay? Okay. But I'm going to try to give exact measurements. I really don't know the exact measurements. Let's just say this. I'll try to go ahead and put the carbs up. The measurements, just let the ancestors guide you. Just let the ancestors guide you. I do everything by hand. I don't measure anything. So I'll put up the carbs, but let the ancestors guide you on the measurements. Okay? Okay. This is where things get real loosey-goosey. So I'm just going to add my peppers. And guys, my phone is about to die and I missed a whole part. After this, you want to give it a mix. Make the balls and make them into patties and then put them in the pan. We're going to skip that whole part of rolling them up because it's loose. And I had to do the best I could with what I had. And oh my God, these were so delish. Like I said, my phone died. So here already in the pan, I have added some grapeseed oil. And now, remember that leftover avocado? Yeah, we're just going to mash that up. Yeah, to make it mashy. We don't have to worry about making those perfect slices that we can never get together. And I forgot to mention, you want to cook your salmon patties on medium heat, just so they cook evenly on both sides. Okay, so after we're done mixing, we're just going to go ahead and flip these bad boys and yum. Go ahead and start plating while the other side is cooking. I'm now putting my spinach on my plate. Yeah, get into it. I love spinach. If you love spinach, tell me how much you love spinach in the comments, because I love it. Okay, so right after that, I'm gonna just take that leftover avocado. Yes, it looks a little brown, but it's just because it's leftover. It is perfectly fine. Nothing's wrong with it, and it is delish. Okay, so now that we've plated that, let's go ahead and get that salmon. Oh yeah, there it goes. Yeah, baby. So after plating this, I went ahead and boiled an egg for about 7 minutes. And here is that egg that I boiled for about 7 minutes. And look at that bad boy. When I tell you this was like so delish, it was so freaking yum. And guys, this is like brunch. I keep saying breakfast, but this is like brunch. I eat at 12 p.m. each day and stop at 8. So this was great for a lunch/breakfast, okay? And y'all are probably thinking, does she really eat this extra? Like, I really do, because when you're changing your lifestyle, you want it to be exciting and you want it to be yum. Like, you need that, okay? So just put your all into it, okay? Yeah. Okay, so these are all the ingredients you would need for your dinner. This is my 6 p.m. dinner. Starting out, I am gonna use some grapeseed oil, put a little bit over my asparagus with some pink Himalayan salt and my favorite seasoned pepper, along with Creole. You don't have to do this. You can just use salt and pepper and just give it a good mix. Pop it in the oven. I believe oven was on 375 for about 20 minutes. And yeah, let's go ahead and put those in and move right on along. Okay, so just to make things easier, in this cup, I'm just gonna go ahead and make a seasoned blend. This is my favorite thyme I'm gonna be using. This adobo chicken flavored seasoning that I love. Like I said, it is so good for seafoods. I'm gonna also use some Old Bay. Every seafood needs a dash of Old Bay. I'm gonna also use my seasoned pepper, and you know I love Creole, so you don't have to use all the seasonings that I'm using. No, I don't have the measurements, but just wing it. Like I said, use the seasonings that you love. Let your ancestors guide you. I'm just going to give that a mix together so we can get all of those blends together. I'm going to take my salmon that is clean and I have taken off the skin completely. And I'm just going to flip that bad boy, put that blend on the other side, and then just give it a rub. Okay, this is how you get your salmon good and flavored. Now I've just added grapeseed oil to my pan and I am cooking my salmon on one side. You'll be able to tell, you see that white there? That's when you know it is time to flip that baby over and let it cook on the other side. While I'm letting that cook, I'm gonna go ahead and place some good old butter in a pan, let that thing melt down, and add my shrimp. Remember that seasoning that we made, that little rub? Yeah, I used that same rub for these shrimp. It was left over, so I just went ahead and used it. That's what I try to do. Go ahead and make a whole lot so it can't go over. Okay, anyway, so you just want to cook those slightly. You don't want to cook those shrimp all the way. Just go ahead and just brown them on each side so that you can cook inside. You can cook the flavors. Gosh, I never can talk. Like, what? Now I'm just gonna go ahead and add some more butter to another pan. And I hate using this pan. I could not find my pan to save my life. Add those good old onions in there. And I keep forgetting to mention, but everything you see me do, I am using medium to low heat, okay? Medium heat, really. Now, what you've seen is that butter and onion. Once that cooked down, maybe I cooked my onions a little too long, but I just like mine well done. I am just going to take this wine and pour it in the pan. Oh my gosh. Listen, use Brut, okay? Andre Brut, okay? That is what you want to use. You don't want to use a sweet wine with this. It still turned out really good, but you want to use Andre Brut. Right after I use that wine, I'm just going to mix in some heavy creamer. Make sure you mix it really good, or as much as you can. Just get it really good and blend it. We're going to let that simmer over for about 5 minutes. And then, as you can see, my gravy was still a little loose. So what I did was take a little bit of heavy creamer, mix that in with a little bit of cornstarch, and then I just put that little drop in there. And as you can see, it's thick. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. It is thickening up. I've added some more adobo. I've added some more Creole and some seasoned pepper to it just to give it a little flavor, kick it up a notch. Then I'm going to go ahead and blend that right in. Oh, yeah, I cannot forget about the parsley. I added parsley. You know, parsley make things look pretty. And I told y'all, I cook it and everything. It gives it no taste, but I just love parsley. Okay, I think we all do. Maybe fresh more so. But dry is all I had, so we had to use what we had, okay? So now that that's good and thick, I'm just going to go ahead and add my shrimp. I put a little bit more of the Old Bay in just to kind of spice it up a bit. And you'll see me sprinkle a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. So we're just going to mix those good shrimp around in that pan and just let that cook down. I turned it more low so it can cook slow, okay? Cook these on slow since basically the shrimp are half done. Now my water is done boiling. You want to bring some water to a boil. No, I did not make these from scratch. Of course, you can see me pulling them out the pack. I can't remember exactly which ones I used. I think it was Idaho. But once you boil, use some good water. You want to go ahead and empty both packs. The reason why I'm using so much is because I have a whole family to feed, and the majority of the time, they can eat what I eat sometimes. This is a cheat meal, so this is definitely for everybody. But sometimes I'm able to make things for the whole family, and it's keto and all of us can enjoy sometimes because, you know, kids be tripping. And just a FYI, you actually can still make this a keto meal and just use cauliflower. Oh my gosh. Can't talk. Use cauliflower instead, and this will still be the perfect keto meal. Everything that I'm using still is keto friendly. Now I'm just going to add just a little bit of heavy creamer, and that's, what is it called? Cream cheese, chives, and onions. Okay, that is what it is. I'd used half of this, and I used 2 family packs of mash. So, like I said, I'll try to include the carbs on that, but it just equals out right. You'll still be able to use that same chives and onion cream cheese in your cauliflower if you wanted to just make it keto. So all of these meals are still very much keto friendly, okay? I'm just going to have mash. I'm not going to sit and lie and tell you that I'm not, and I am. Now, am I overdoing it? Heck no. I only use 1 scoop, okay? And this plate here, I try to make this for myself and eat it. Child, I couldn't eat this whole plate. I ate half one night and half the next day because I could not. It was too much. But look how pretty that salmon is. And look how great that looks. It's so delish. I tell you, I suck at plating, but I feel like I was a part of culinary art school when I plated that thing. Look at it. This meal was so good, y'all. I'll
make the green tea. Sorry, I have to throw away the coffee from the morning. Pop it in.
Sometimes use the second cup. I don't know. But right now I just go for the third cup. I'm gonna let that fill up, and then I'm gonna add 3 teaspoons of this. I usually like to use real lemon, but
For meal number 2, these are all the ingredients you are going to need. So first you just want to start out with some fresh white shrimp. I'm going to add my green sauce. You guys can see I love my green sauce. And I'm just going to add some of that chicken flavored seasoning that I love. I told you it's really good for seafood. I'm going to add some of my favorite seasoned pepper. All of this is my favorite for real. Then I'm going to go ahead and add the most important thing, the jerk seasoning. Now, listen, you don't need to season your shrimp too much, being that you're going to add the jerk seasoning. It may seem like I did a lot, but I actually didn't. I just seasoned my shrimp just a little bit, and then I'm going to coat it with the jerk seasoning. Give it a good mix. You can use your hands, spoon, whatever. Just make sure you mix it really good. I'm going to go ahead and add about 2 teaspoons of butter. You want to cook your veggies on low to medium heat. I like mine sauteed well done. It's just cook them to your preference. I'm going to cook mine's medium to low well done, okay? Okay, so you just want to add more butter as needed. Keep checking on your veggies, add a lid, let them cook down. Now that my veggies are done, I have removed them. I'm going to use the same butter that is left over from my veggies and add my shrimp and cook them on medium to low heat. So now that my shrimp are done on the other side, I'm just going to go ahead and give them a flip over and allow them to cook for about 2 more minutes, and then we can go ahead and remove them from the pan. Okay, now my shrimp are done. I'm just going to go with a bigger pot and add in my butter. I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of butter. I don't really like adding much butter when I'm doing my Alfredo sauce from scratch. I really don't even like to add 2 tablespoons, but it just turns out a lot better. I just don't like buttery Alfredo. Okay, so now that I have let that Alfredo cook down, I am going to go ahead and add those veggies that I sauteed earlier. Then I added I can't remember the exact measurements. Like I told you, don't kill me about the measurements. Now I'm going to go ahead and add that heavy whipping cream. Okay, baby, so on a medium to high heat, I'm going to go ahead and bring that heavy whipping cream to a boil. Give it a stir. And then I'm going to add in my Parmesan cheese. Give that a bit of a stir. And then we're going to add in some flavor. And yes, while making this Alfredo sauce, you want to keep it on a medium to high heat. That is how you're going to get yourself some good sauce. Also, another thing that could have been added, I just didn't have it at the time while making this rasta pasta, you can add coconut milk. Oh my God, it gives it such a great flavor. Did not have any on hand. Going to continue to giving this a stir. You want to add the Parmesan cheese as needed, and remember your sauce is going to thicken once it settles, so you don't want to overdo the cheese, but you can tell like when to add more. Like I said, let your ancestors guide you. Let the ancestors guide you. So now that my sauce is starting to thicken, I'm going to add in some of that seasoned pepper, a good bit of thyme, of course, the chicken seasoning. I'm also going to add some of that jerk seasoning. It depends on you and how hot you like your stuff. This is jerk rasta pasta, so I choose to add the jerk seasoning. You don't have to. Okay, so I made this big enough for my family. So what I have done in a separate saucepan is place some of that good old jerk Alfredo seasoning, and I have added my zoodles to this. Make sure you can continue to cook it, but my sauce is pretty warm. So I'm just going to let my zoodles marinate in there for just a brief moment. I am going to turn my eye on for maybe like a low to medium heat just so they can warm my zoodles and my zoodles can cook into the flavor. So here you see that my zoodles looks like it is just watery. It's because I didn't let the sauce settle. I was so ready to plate this and eat. So yeah, I did recook me some zoodles. Okay, I wanted to recover myself from how those zoodles were not even, like, the sauce was too runny and I ate my stuff so fast I forgot to record. So this is me fixing one of my children's plates. So what I am doing now is adding the noodles, and look how beautiful this is. This is for someone on and off a diet. This is such a great recipe. I hope someone tries it at home. It's so good. There's tons of videos on Rasta Pasta, but this is so good. And then I'm just gonna plate it and add my shrimp. And yeah, guys, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down below any more recipes you want me to do, if you want me to continue doing a series like this because you really enjoyed it. Yeah.